Hello, my people. It's another beautiful afternoon. And remember, if you're following our series, we are talking with children mtoto na mtoto. So here we are today again, looking for a different topic on safe motherhood. Ujue sasa mtoto wetu, if you're following the series, tumemtoa hospitali sasa. Tumeshaona ako sawa, the wound is okay, she's able to do all that. Now she's back home with that tiny baby that she has. So what does she need to do now that she's home? Remember where she's going back. Remember, this is Moses Basket Initiative and we are discussing safe motherhood. Remember, our YouTube channel is Moses Basket Initiative, Phyllis Shiko, and all other social medias. You make sure you subscribe. At this moment now, our child is at home, taken back at home. Anenda kulala wapi? That is where we come in. That's why we give this child the Moses Basket baby package. Iko na towel, iko na sanitary pads, iko na blankets za mtoto. So we know the baby is safe. She has somewhere to sleep inside the Moses Basket. So the baby is okay. But now the mother, where is she going back? She's going back to her husband. If we have not received the legal guardianship process, if we have not received that court order that I can be the guardian of this child will still go back to the husband's house. Who is this husband? Maybe 65, 70, maybe 45. Remember, she's the 6th or 5th wife in that home. So what that means, she has brought another baby, another burden to that home. Co-wives, wewe mnajua wivu ya co-wives. You know how co-wives are. Wivu mpaka juu. They are all fighting for the love of one man, the husband. So do they care about the child? Do they care about the young baby? No. They are competing. There's a competition for the love. So she's left alone in that house. So she has to deal with her wounds. She has to deal with a newborn who is crying maybe. She has to deal with the co-wives who are abusive and who are controlling and who still treat her as a child, as the youngest wife of that man. And there's this husband who she knows she doesn't love. He just met her, make her pregnant, and she is with the child. So does she even know if the husband loves her? No. So all these emotions is where this child is going back to. So we are looking at every angle. The stress she's going to have. Postpartum depression is real. So here we are at risk of making this child to lose this baby. How will she lose this baby? She will have postpartum depression. She will start hating the child because the child will be the source of her problems. She will start cursing the child because the child now has tied her to that family. She will be seeing everything. She will hate the man. She'll hate the co-wives. She will most likely, and 100%, which I am sure, she will hate her own family members who sold her to this family to suffer. Remember, there is no food. This is a semi-arid and arid area. Talk of Marsabit, talk of Malindi, talk of Narok. There are areas where they don't receive a lot of rain, and cultural issues have to be there and have to be observed. So she's going back to all that home. You can imagine how dark that place is. So she has no hope. She has a new child. She has wounds, and she needs to take care of this baby. So her mood changes automatically. So she becomes aggressive to the other co-wives because there's that fear of an attack. Because every morning she has to go for water, very long distance, 2 to 3 kilometers or 10. Remember, we are still talking about the arid areas. These places don't receive a lot of rain, and therefore getting food is also a stressful event. So our child needs to look for food because whatever food is going to be brought back home by the husband might not be enough. Remember, that homestead already has like 15 more people, 20 more people. So who is feeding her? What is she eating? She needs a good nutritional value for the kids. So that is also another thing that makes us now discuss that we need the court to give us guardianship so that we can be able to remove this child from that circumstance. Because as she goes by, as she continues that situation, unless she gets support from the neighbors, because even her family, because this is, to them it is so normal. They have normalized the situation until they see there's no problem. As the one sisi ndio tunaona kuna shida. We see there is a problem. But to them, this is very normal. They are saying, she'll be okay. If we made it, also she will make it. So that means the baby is not getting good nutritional value, the mother is not getting nutritional value, that the mother has not healed properly. When we talk about also the house she's sleeping in, have you ever thought about where this child is sleeping? Remember, this is also an area where there is no like fancy houses. You know, Nairobi will tell people, okay, rent a house, do this. So they result in sitting under the tree, most of them, because that is their home. That is the best place they can stay. Number two, they might build a manyatta, or they have built a manyatta, which also is not in a very good condition. So where this child is building a house for herself, getting the touch grasses around, getting paper bags. You will see in some of my videos the homes that we rescue these girls. It is quite devastating. They will even use paper bags. So the house itself is not conducive to raise that child. So in short, this child is facing all negative energies around her. She has her dreams are over, her life is over, she's in a suicidal thought, she's feeling like, I will kill this baby, of which, let me tell you the truth, majority of them kill their own babies, or the babies die, because how can a 10-year-old or 9-year-old be able to take care of this child? So she will forget this child inside the house, it's quite hot, the baby will die because of the heat. Another reason they will die of pneumonia, the kids, because it is outside. Maybe she's staying under the tree. So the baby will succumb to pneumonia cases, all respiratory issues. So this baby will automatically die. If the baby doesn't die, the mother will commit suicide. So that is the scenario you have, that very few of these children survive into those marriages. You can imagine she needs to survive there 2 to 3 years or 5 years, forever for her life. Those who make it, but majority of them we have come to know, they just pass away along the line. So we also ensure to tell the child that now that you're home, remember also, you might leak urine. Unaweza toa mkojo ovyo ovyo. So she needs to be ready about that. She needs also to know that the discharge will change with colors and all that. This is the kind of discharge you'll have. You need a clinical checkup, this and this. So all this also, remember, emotionally, physically, psychologically, our child is tortured in all these circumstances. So join hands with us as we move on in this journey of Moses Basket Initiative. Come through with us, network with us, and we can visit with you all the communities we visit, and we join hands in this. So if you're a midwife there, if you're a nurse, if you're somebody who can do a good, proper counseling, you can join us in this team, so that as we talk to these children, we have the right professionals in our team to be able to address these critical issues. Karibuni sana, and see you in the next episode. Asanteni.